Hi, my name is MJ Norquist, and my presentation or my fact proposition is on student athletes' mental health. With the month of September being National Suicide Prevention Month, as well as the school year just beginning, I feel like it's a time to speak on one of the more uprising conversations that is roaring around our nation. Let's put some facts into numbers. The fact of the matter is that 79% of all suicides are males, even though that women attempt suicides more than men. Men are 4 times more likely to have a successful attempt. Suicide is the 12th leading cause of death in the United States, with it being the 3rd leading cause of death among 15 to 24-year-olds, just after unintended injuries and homicide. 46% of all suicide victims had a diagnosed mental health condition, but studies show upwards to 90% of victims may have lingering symptoms. As a student athlete myself, I have been in the same shoes of those athletes who sadly did take their own lives. Similar thoughts and similar feelings have ran through my head, but thank God thoughts didn't turn into action. The audience relevance is many of us, athletes and non-athletes, have either gone through the thoughts themselves or know someone who has. So hopefully spreading awareness causes more athletes and individuals to realize that there is help out there for us, even though we don't want to give up on ourselves up and feel weak by seeking help before it's too late. Mental health among student athletes should not be taken lightly, as athletes hold themselves to the highest standards on and off the field, which usually causes a great amount of stress to perform. First, I'm going to talk about student athletes and the results of their surveys, and then secondly, speak on solutions and opportunities of seeking help. Now that you have your foot wet from a little dip in the water, now it's time to completely jump into the deep end. The balancing of your packed schedule of weights, workouts, practice, and schoolwork, as well as trying to perform well on and off the field, is definitely plenty on one's plate. According to Athletes for Hope, about 33% of college students experience many mental health conditions such as depression and anxiety, and only about 30% of those college students look for help. A survey done by the National Collegiate Athletic Association, also known as the NCAA, showed that 1 in 12 college athletes reported almost every day feeling depressed and almost not being able to function. As well as 60% of men and 50% of women did not know where to go for help. Insane. The number of athletes that simply have to play like nothing is wrong is actually worrisome. Athletes have to battle all these inner thoughts, as well as trying to be able to perform at an elite level to be able to become professionals. Just blows my mind how many athletes didn't even have the outlets to help them during these tough times. According to Cytopedia, athletes are vulnerable due to the factors of impact of injury, overtraining, social media, and the pressure to perform. A third of all athletes report some form of a mental health issue, and out of that, over half of them did not know where to go or have someone to go to speak on their issues. Now let's speak on solutions to the problem and hopefully help the numbers subside a little bit. The solution could be provide more outlets of help to athletes, make them feel more comfortable with expressing themselves with sports psychologists who are more attuned to understanding their stories. According to Timely MD, the use of licensed practitioners, procedures, and referrals to those practitioners, mental health screenings, as well as events to promote mental health of student athletes. The ability to promote the importance of mental health of athletes will show the signs that programs truly care about your well-being of their athletes. The use of professional practitioners on staff allows for availability of help where athletes can have it at any time of need. Pair a safe space in the resources, and more athletes will come to speak and seek help, which will start to bring the numbers down. Now the problem solving is coming to a close. Let's completely slam the door on this problem with my conclusion. A student athlete's mental health is severely pressed upon every day due to the stressors of performance of grades and play, which makes it something to not play around with. Some data given straight from student athletes can give you some perspective, as well as the help that is recommended for universities to have. Hopefully it puts in perspective of the difficulties that go unnoticed without any recollection. Hopefully this inspires you to reassure your friend or teammate and be able to be a vent to them and give them a safe space where they can seek help for their struggles, and if not, at least help them seek help from professionals. Rest in peace to Sarah Scholes, Katie Meyer, Jaden Hill, Robert Martin, and Laura Bernert. All passed away during March and April this year. Athletes who from the outside looking in may have seemed like they had everything going for them, but away from the field could have struggled with mental health issues and no one knew about. By Katie Cipher, ABC News. Thank you.